Hey, this is DM Allen. Thanks for joining us once again for another week of awesomeness. Let's just get it started.
Recently on Roll with Advantage, our party decided what to do next. Why is it a bad idea to turn off the death curse?
The idea behind letting the death curse continue to run is that any more demons that we would kill would be permanently dead, not just sent back to their plane where they can then come back however many years from now.
With that in mind, the party decides to find Bond's lost village in the Cloud Peak Mountains.
I was trying to find a place called Camp Kaigo. I tracked it down to somewhere in the middle of the Cloud Peak Mountains, just south of Baldur's Gate, not too far from Candlekeep.
But, if you recall, there was black ichor leading away from Candlekeep in that direction.
You see the oil-like ichor go over the outer walls and start to make this circle around you see it go around the outside and exits through the north over top of the north walls.
Will the Order have to fight another demon from the abyss? Listen now to find out.
So, you have left Waterdeep. You are heading south, heading towards the Cloud Peak Mountains. And as you head south, it's been about a day. You guys are facing a gnarly headwind. You are coming upon the small town of Daggerford. And when you start to see it, you see smoke rising up in the air, and you see this nasty black sludge that is pouring into the ocean from the Delimbiyr River. Last you guys knew, you told the town to evacuate. But what you can see from a distance there are guards standing on the defensive walls, and they seem to be holding guard. The smoke is not coming necessarily from the town. You see the smoke coming from the river and from the surrounding grasses and things.
Are the guards very militant looking, or just they're on their ship, they're kind of bored?
They look to be actively guarding, and as you slowly approach, Asmodeus kind of walks up next to you, Tin, and he says, Daggerford. I actually know somebody here. She kind of runs the town. It might be worth figuring out what that ooze actually is that's tainting the river. And as he says this to you, you start getting a really solid look at some of these guards as you're passing over the town, and they're pretty well beaten up. You see a lot of skeletons laying around the outside part of the town, on the outside walls. They look to be stripped clean of flesh, and you see these demon bodies and stuff like that are kind of held up on pikes and stuff, as a ward to scare demons away and stuff like that. They seem to have gotten a lot of action lately, and Asmodeus yeah.
Not the fun kind, though.
Well, you slay a demon, you're
right.
about to...
Right. Asmodeus says, that river reminds me a lot of the River of Styx, and that's not good.
I've seen some logging done on rivers, but never just Styx.
No, Styx
Are you sure you were close?
STYX. Styx. S. Yeah, on the S. Yeah.
It's a silly name for a river.
It's a silly way to spell Styx.
They go through a bunch of forests?
No, the River of Styx is what separates the abyssal plane from the Nine Hells. It's It's kind of like a demonic river. You ever hear of people crossing into the afterlife and they have to pay a ferry to take them over to the afterlife? That's the river that they cross as Styx. Well, that's kind of a dark story, it turns out, as those are usually the people that I prey upon and how I make all my money.
Naturally.
Honest.
Yeah. Why not be? Kenyon,
I'm like, there's money to be made here?
yeah, probably.
Yes. Maybe they got some ale that doesn't taste like horse shit.
Has it been 3 days for Kenyon?
No, only no more than 2. So this would be the end of the second day.
But this
So
this
it's probably
clear ales taste wonderful.
He's probably almost through his hangover now.
Well, especially since he's keeping so well hydrated.
Right.
So, Asmodeus, who's this person that you know in town?
The people know her as Duchess Morrowind Daggerford, but I know her as Pencheska.
She's a duchess, you say?
Well, she's playing a duchess. She's a succubus.
Aren't they all?
Suck you what?
Succubus. Like lure you in and then capture your soul, sell it to me. Wait, have you signed? And he starts unrolling a piece of paper and he starts looking at it and he's like, no, I'm a great and powerful wizard, Kenyon.
Oh. I know some of those. And I kind of walk over and bend way over and pat Kyo on the head.
Aww. So, anyways, we don't need to stop and talk with her, but it might be wise to find out what's going on.
Kyo tolerates it just because it's the recognition he deserves.
Not the one he wants, but the recognition he deserves.
I crouch down next to Q and I tell him that it still is broken. That it's not producing. It tastes terrible. What have you done to it?
It tastes fine to you.
Does it?
Yeah. Tastes great.
Maybe you have a cold, Kenyon.
I'm not cold.
Maybe your tolerance has just gone up.
Ooh.
Well, I am quite strong.
I am the strongest. And at that moment, you hear horns go off, and you see in the river. This river is, think of it like thick, oozy black tar, and it bubbles and lets off this nasty looking fume. Like you can actually see this greenish bust of fumes into the air, and out of 2 of the bubbles come out these winged demons.
Wait, so there's 2 of them?
Yes. Hold on. Let's roll initiative here.
Twin of Banish?
How far away are they?
They are going to be... You guys ride pretty high.
That's a crit.
You guys are going to be 100 feet in the air.
Oh.
Or 100 feet away from them. They've got the
I also got a
initiative.
crit.
I got her.
1.
I'm rolling like normal.
It's still a crit.
Yeah.
Bon, what did you get?
17.
17. All right, and Kenyon?
22.
22. And 10.
12.
12. Manette?
7.
7. And Keo?
5.
5.
I
Wow.
It's almost as low as I can go. I can do a 4 if I really try.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cleric initiative.
On a non-cleric.
What kind of daylight is it for Kyo?
It is. We are reaching. Whatever it's called. Dusk. All right. So, Kinian, it is your turn to act. They are 100 feet. Do you have ranged, or do you want to just hold?
Are they right below us?
Yeah, not too far.
Because I just rage and jump on one.
Okay. All right.
It might have my boots kick in basically when I arrive.
Perfect.
If you allow the insta fall.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You just like you run, you jump off of the ship, and you sprawl your arms out and catch the wind. And give me a dexterity. Let's do a dexterity acrobatics.
Oh god.
To see if you can basically line up your shot.
That's not good. That's a 7.
You're like,
Right between them.
And they were like, oh god, that was terrifying. I'm so glad it passed us by.
He split the distance.
so I will give you a chance to attack as you're coming down if you're prepared for it. But then you're gonna splat into something. I
My
don't know yet.
axe pops out, and I'm like, yeah! And I swing. Recklessly, of course. And that's a crit. Yeah!
This is the crit side.
It doesn't matter how you fall as long as you hit them good.
Yeah.
That was the good crit, right?
Yeah, it was a good crit.
How much extra damage does he get for falling when he hits them?
Yeah, gravity, Newton's force, and all that.
They're 100 feet, so what is that, 10d6?
Yeah.
It just means they get an attack of opportunities. He falls
Yeah, they
past
do.
because he's
Do
leaving
I
a threatened
add
space.
10d6?
Yeah, go for it.
If
that's
we're using the
20d6.
laws of physics.
Oh, because you
It's a
crit?
crit.
Yeah, go for it. You want a roller app?
Yeah.
That's awfully nice. It's awfully generous.
Here you go.
You're gonna have to do that.
Here you go.
Dice roller.
Just hit it.
What is it? 20?
20d6.
74
That's 134 damage.
plus 74, or did you already add it?
I mathed it.
You got it in there?
134
Okay,
slashing.
134.
And how much damage comes to me?
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's see.
10d6?
For every force, there's an equal and opposite force.
Let's see here. So 134, you said?
Yeah.
For every Kinian, there's an equal and opposite crater.
The sat. Smash.
They are going to take their attack of opportunities, obviously.
Well, I hit one really hard at least.
You did.
How many are there again?
Two.
There's
Okay.
2. And so, Kinian, you take one hit at a 28 and another at 26. Those are 2d10.
Is it straight up weapon type? Like, or is it a mix?
It's slashing.
Cool.
And this is 11, so 17 points of damage and 18 points of damage. Rolled one higher on the second one. And then you hit the ground. Do you have Featherfall?
No.
All right.
But my boots kick in.
What's that do?
I can fly. My boots are
He
flying.
can fly. He can fly.
Do
He
you
can fly.
do you
Okay.
believe you can fly, or can you
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
fly?
I can fly.
Okay.
All right.
Like,
so,
my plan was to, like, just basically annihilate one and have the boots kick in.
okay, so you still want to be at their level then?
So, I'm cool with them having the op attack.
Okay.
And then I don't hit the ground because I was trying to fly.
Okay. Okay, what's your fly speed?
40?
Okay, so I'm going to put you right near them. So what happens is you jump off the ship, you grab your axe, and you slash through the one, cutting it deep, really, really deep. Black ichor pours everywhere, and then you go into this pencil shape, but you're facing straight down, and you kick your heels together right at the last minute and pull straight up using the momentum to end up not more than 20 feet from them. You
Nice.
are very near them. They are quite shocked at your tactics. Let's see.
I don't
It
get a
is-
second attack, but that's all right.
Yeah.
20 d10 on one attack. That's all right.
That's pretty
Yep.
good. It's
Yep.
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yep. That
Not
does good. Let's see. So,
That might be a new tactic for Kenyon.
that's a pretty dope ass
It
tactic.
worked pretty good.
Yeah. I need you to make a charisma saving throw
Oh,
for
I'm
me,
great
please.
at these.
Kenyon's so charismatic.
Holy crap! I made an 18.
Wow.
You succeeded.
Flat roll.
Nice. Alrighty. Let's see. They are going to just. They're gonna swarm you, and in fact, they come in and they attack with their claws and their biting. It is a 13 to hit you.
They have advantage.
Oh, they do. All right. So that is a 27 and a crit and a nat 1, but they've got advantage. 2 nat 1s in a row. And here's the last
Still
bite.
crit.
12, 23. That's going to hit it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See if it crits. Nope. All right. So we got 2 hits.
I'm at a lean 17 armor class.
On the first one, take 27 plus 6. 33 points of damage on the first attack. And here comes the second. Man, I'm rolling hot tonight. That is 20 plus 13 is 33 plus 6 is 39 points of damage piercing on the second one. And that is their turn. Bon, you see these 2 bat-winged creatures that you've fought before. You all have fought these creatures at Candlekeep.
Quick
and they
cue.
are swarming.
Last time I jumped on somebody and fell and jumped on somebody, we made
Yeah.
a ruling about my slow fall.
Okay.
Was that I can still slow fall, or if I'm trying to do damage, I cannot still slow fall?
I can't remember. What do you want to do?
You're a monk.
What
You,
he
sh-
did.
you always have slow fall.
You want to do what he does?
you always have
Oh,
slow
I
fall.
see. I see what you're trying to
You're a
figure
monk.
out is he's
If
trying
I
to
can-
figure out if he activates it, like if he can bullet down like you did and then turn it on right at the end.
Yeah. Well, I want to know if I'm gonna go splat, or if I need to do something to not go splat.
Well,
I would say it's just always on. I think.
yeah, with a monk it's always on, but it's 100 feet, and your slow fall probably only takes up X amount of the feet. You're still going to take a little bit of damage.
It absorbs 50 damage right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Because of my level.
Okay.
Well, baller.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it.
I'm feeling pretty safe. So I do what Kenyon does.
Just land on one.
In the
Except-
rules of the Pope.
I'm gonna do it right. It was
Damn monks.
acrobatics check to land
Yep.
on one. I got a critical fail.
No.
So that's a 9.
So you see Bond stand up on top of the rail of the ship, and he puts his hands together in almost a diver's pose, and he throws them down to his side with his chest out in front of him, and he just kind of slowly tips forward into this beautiful fall, and completely misses the entire battle.
You still rolled better than I did.
He did roll better than you did. So you are far from the battle. Your slow fall eats up your falling. Is that essentially
Yeah.
so? 10d6 or 10? Yeah, 10d6.
I knew the one was coming as soon as he was like, I do it right.
I do it. 31.
That was your mistake.
Alright, I survived with 0 damage.
Okay. All right. That's going to be all your
I deserve
movement.
that.
Do you
Yeah.
have distance? Like, do you have a ranged attack of any sort?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
You want to use it?
Fuck yeah, I
Ranger
do.
boy.
Ranger boy.
I'm like, shit! And then 3 bolts of energy shoot from me.
Eldritch blast. Well, 2 are gonna hit.
You got it. That's lowest is 13,
The lowest misses.
and then I got a 23
That
and
hits.
a 27.
That hits. Excellent.
So one of them is taking...
The damaged one?
Nah, the other one.
Okay.
10, whatever Eldritch Blast damage is.
I think it's force, potentially.
Force. 10 force damage.
All right. Excellent. Thank you.
Over the bracelet ring-a-con, you hear Kenyon say, soberly, "Stay close to me, Bon. My ancestors will protect you." Dude, I'm like forever and a half away from you.
All right.
Aim better.
10. Your turn.
Do either of them look kind of wounded or anything?
Are
they both
yeah,
looking
oh yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good?
yeah. One is like severely wounded. Like
Okay.
it's trying to hold its rib cage together. Bon, you did splash down into the river, so just a heads up.
Okay.
Oh no.
The one that is not totally falling apart,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at that.
Okay.
Oh no.
JK. That was a nat 1.
It is bad on that side of the DM screen tonight. All my damages have been like almost all max damage.
Snuvio tries to cast a spell and misses, so she just kind of turns that nonchalantly into like stretching out for her next attack.
Gotcha.
You know?
Okay.
Just
Crack
gotta
your neck
loosen
a
the
little
joints.
bit. Yep. Manette.
Are they aware of me?
They're probably distracted by the attacks they've got.
I don't think
Swarmed
they are.
me.
You're from where they were coming from. I mean, they're aware
You're
of
short.
the ship, but they're really focused on.
And
on
he's
Kenya.
short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shredded the one guy.
28 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
They know you're there now.
40 damage.
40. The most damaged one.
Yeah.
All right, it is dead. You see, Kenyon, you see the enemies, and then you don't see them as well because one of their brains have just like exploded all over your face, and it kind of goes limp, and then it just it splats right next to Bon in the river.
Normally, like, I'm happy when this gets in my mouth, but it tastes horrible to me right now. It's in my mouth!
Oh God, it's in my mouth.
Brain
I used my bonus action to hide
Okay,
because my
Yep.
clip is done.
that's all right. Okay, cool. That is Minette. So it is
28 stealth to hide.
28. Noted.
Nice.
It's Kyo's turn.
Yo.
Plus 17.
So
Yeah,
you said
did you hear
you said
something?
the demons were about
100.
100 from us.
Yep.
How far is the river? Like where Bond?
200.
fell? About 200. Okay, so Kyo hops onto his broom and says, "Okay, buddy, we got to go fast." And he casts Expeditious Retreat
Nice.
on himself.
Bonus action haul ass.
And then I move and dash to get to Bon, and I pull him up 20 feet above the water level.
Okay.
Okay. So you move and dash. I need you to give me a strength, a strength athletics.
Strength
please.
athletics.
Grip
Yep.
to that pine.
Yeah.
It's more to grab onto Bon and pull him out of the sucking ooze.
Sorry, Bon. No, I'm not wearing the belt. I'm wearing the gloves.
Yeah.
Somebody put the belt on me, but I like my gloves. So that's a 9.
A 9.
I rolled a 5.
You zip down there and you are grabbing onto Bon's close, and you're trying to pull him up, and he is stuck in this inky, oozy, black, nasty.
You have the belt, right? The belt of giant strength that I gave
Not
up?
on.
I have it, but I'm not wearing it.
Yep.
Yeah. Keo likes his gauntlets. He remembers the time he got them fondly.
Kinian.
I'm gonna called shot. I'm gonna attack its wing. That's not a thing in 5e.
Well, I'll make it a thing if you want to take disadvantage. So it would be an even roll.
Well, I rolled a 10 and a 9.
A 10 and a 9.
So they're both horribly average. You want me to roll a single for a called shot?
Yeah, because it will make a difference.
I might roll better. 15 on the die.
Oh shit!
Plus 12.
Either one, any of those would have hit, so it's fine.
Yay! For 27 damage.
27, and you break the one's wing, and it's working very hard to try and stay aloft with the one wing, and it's not doing so hot.
And I'm gonna grapple him with my next attack.
All right.
And I want to basically like bear hug him from behind now that the one wing is damaged.
Uh-huh.
I want to just grab him so that I can bring him up to smart people to try to figure out what's going on.
All right. That is a
We're down here,
24.
Kinian.
25. I rolled a 19.
Damn it.
Yep. It's like, get off me, bro.
Okay.
And
I lost a grapple check. That's
You
weird.
did. They got a +6 on strength, and I rolled a 19.
And I rolled boots.
Yeah. All right. It like you're trying to bear hug it, and it like turns its snarling face towards you and looks you deep in the eyes with its glowing demonic eyes. I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
16. Not bad.
You succeed. Yep.
Yay for flat rolls.
And here we go. Oh, nat 20. And then a...
Stop it.
and an 18. So 2 hits. Your crit comes out to be a...
I did attack with advantage, so you might have 2 crits.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, nope. Okay, so your crit is a 20 points for the claws, and then...
Is that the first damage?
Yep. And then 16 for the bite. Oh, I'm sorry. No. 22. Gotta add the plus damage. And that is their turn. Bon, your turn.
I bamf back to the ship.
Shaboom. Good idea.
Kyo's all like, oh.
And Kio's like, no, the ooze got him.
I'm like, Kia, what were you thinking, dude? I got teleport, man.
Kio's thinking he wanted to be the hero.
What do I,
and he was going to do something nobody had seen him do before.
What do I got left, or am I just done?
Bamfing back is an action. You can double move to get to the top of the ship. Or do whatever you want to do.
I'll move to get to the top.
Okay, cool. And, Tin, your turn.
Just to confirm, they're still 100 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Try guiding bolt again.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
38 radiant damage.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice. All right, 38. It burns it.
It burns us.
All right.
So close. Got a 19 on the die.
19. That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a 32. That hits.
Too high.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go too high. That's what the bounded ranges are.
We lap it, and
Yeah.
now we start from 1 again. And you still hit.
It still hit, actually. The die
Okay.
roll hit, so...
So, pretty good roll. 4 6s, 4 5s. Plus a 1 and a 2. So,
Nice.
20 and 24. 47, 53.
Not bad.
Very nice.
And I hide.
It looks quite rough.
I don't think I'm getting another turn, but I still hide from it.
Let's see. Keo, your turn.
So I look up and my friends disappeared, and I begin to fly forward, shooting forth blasts of eldritch energy at the one that's wobbly flying.
Okay.
The only one left. And so I shoot 3 bursts forth, and they are repelling blasts. I'm pushing it towards the ship.
All right.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it meets.
Okay, so I push it 30 feet towards the ship. That's the important part, as
Okay.
I'm flying up. So I never reach it,
Uh-huh.
even though I have 100-foot speed right now. Takes 14 force damage as it's being pushed. The main point was it was being pushed.
Attack of opportunity, right? Or no? Okay.
No, it wasn't willing movement,
Okay.
and I've closed to 30 feet.
So you force it into the air. It blows up towards the ship, and it can't seem to catch air after being knocked back, and it starts to like spiral downward, and it splats into the river. And when it hits the river, Kinian and Keo and Tin, you can see it just kind of like smacks into it and turns into what the river is made of. Like it just explodes into the goop, and it kind of bubbles a little bit, and then all is quiet. Hey everyone, I'm DM Alan, and thank you so much for joining us once again for another episode of Roll with Advantage. This is Season 3, Episode 11. A big thank you, first of all, to our patrons. Thank you so much to all of our patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing. We have 2 new patrons to shout out to this week. It's AJ and Ariel. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely fantastic, and you help us keep the show out on the internet and keep moving forward. So thanks. If you want to become a patron, please go and check out patreon.com/DMsTable. We have all sorts of cool things that we offer. Go check it out now. Also, if you can't give monetarily, please follow us on Twitter at DM's Table and on Facebook at The DM's Table. It means a ton and really helps us if you go out there and tell people about us. Also, leave a comment on like iTunes or wherever you're listening to your podcast. That also helps other people find our podcast, and that helps tremendously. Also, a big shout out to friend of the show, Standing Stone's Workshop. She is a fantastic artist. She does great minis work, and her videos are absolutely amazing to watch. You can go check her out on YouTube and on Facebook. Just look for Standing Stone's Workshop. All right, let's talk about this week's sponsor. This week's sponsor is Audible. Audible is an amazing audiobook platform with over 180,000 books to choose from. You can listen on your iPhone, Android, or even some Kindle devices. And if you go to audibletrial.com/RWA, Audible will set up our listeners with 2 free audiobooks and 2 free Audible original downloads with a 30-day free trial. That's 30 days for you to enjoy one of the best audiobook platforms there is. And it helps support the show if you sign up through the link. All right, here's Adam with this week's recommendation.
Hey, my dudes and dudettes. This week, I'm going to break into the world of Star Wars. Learn how the Sith transformed from a mighty force into the team of 2 present in the movies in Star Wars Darth Bane Trilogy. Things kick off with Path of Destruction by Drew Capershin, narrated by Jonathan Davis. Here you discover the life of Dessel as he fights to join the Sith army and change the lives of all who are oppressed during the war between the Sith and the Republic. Can he prove to be one of the most powerful Sith ever, wielding the dark side of the Force to conquer all, or will he die trying? Listen to The Path of Destruction today.
Thank you, Adam. I highly suggest you go check that book out. Adam does not steer people wrong. It's a fact. You can literally read it in a book. Maybe, I think. Now, let's talk about Incompetech. Incompetech.com is a phenomenal audio platform that has just beautiful scores. They are absolutely gorgeous. You can sample them or listen to the entire soundtrack over on their website. And the best part is, it's super easy to use them for podcasts or streaming or things like that. And it's a very usable website. So go check out Incompetech.com today. All right, that's all I've got for you this week. I'll see you out on the internet, everyone. Bye.
Yummy. So Bond busts out on the top deck and goes for the edge of the ship and jumps off.
Asmodeus is like, wait, Bond, no! And you're just like, woo!
I'm like, dang it, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
And then he bamps back to the ship.
Kinian throws his axe back in the quiver and pulls out his anchor. His big ass anchor hook.
Yep.
And I make a pass over the river, dredging the anchor in it.
Okay.
Basically seeing what I can scrape up off the bottom because the waters seems interesting to me.
Yeah.
And sober Kinian thinks clearer than usual.
Yep.
So I run a line, like dragging it probably like about 100 feet, and then I pull it up, kind of like fishing for crap in the river. And if I don't catch anything, I do it one more time, basically, kind of like dragging it through the stew of grossness.
Okay. So you pull a line through this, and you go about 100 feet, and as you're dragging, and you're just like starting to pull it up, and you feel like, man, this is light, and you look down, and the anchor's gone. You see the end of the chain has corroded away. And has burned from some sort of nasty acid.
I drop the chain and start quietly, like, well, not half-orc quietly, like whining to myself.
Yep.
Like almost starting to like whimper a little bit, like, my toy,
This
my
was
anchor.
Awesome.
And I've scooped back up to the ship, all sullen.
I'm really glad I didn't stay in that river.
Yep.
No shit.
So, Rings comes up to the upper deck, and she says, "So what are we doing here? Are we setting down in Daggerford, or are we continuing on to Cloud Peak?"
Oh, she wasn't on top of the ship when we noticed all the ooze originally that made us turn this way?
No.
Okay.
We need to save the town.
She knows it happened, but all right. Well,
One of the demon lords is potentially here, so it's something we want to take care of if it is here.
I think the root cause would probably be upriver then.
How far upriver can we see from Daggerford?
You can see pretty far upriver. I mean, it's miles.
It's a fairly straight river.
Yep, it's a pretty clear day. You are looking kind of... no, the sun's at your back. So you can see a pretty decent ways. You can't see the mouth of... Or I'm sorry, you can't see where this ends, though. It goes off to the horizon.
I turn to Bond like right after he speaks, and I'm like, my brother lives up this river. And you all probably just like smile and
your
nod.
whole family lives up this river.
Boris lives up this river.
I don't point out the implications of that.
Let's go up the river.
Yeah, I've not put the danger and upriver together, I'm
Okay.
guessing.
For the next 10 minutes, I take an extra dash action.
Just flying ahead of the ship.
let's see. So Lucky is going to bark some orders and course correct to start heading east, following the river, passing Daggerford. Night takes over, and you guys are harassed by minor demons as you're passing through, but it's nothing you guys can't handle. It's
Banish.
very yeah. Banish.
I think we're harassed by about 85, 90 demons, and we vanquished them all
Right.
for 100,000 XP.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I'll even take just like 8,000 XP.
And the
I'm not
next
greedy.
one always shows up before we kill the previous one.
Right.
So it's like never-ending battle.
Right. So it multiplies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you guys are harassed, but it's nothing that you guys can't handle. It's stuff where like Minette's up in a crow's nest and is taking pot shots at demons that are coming out of the river, and they're like one-hitters.
And
Stuff like that.
Bond jumps off, and he's just about to the demon, and then it dies from a headshot. And
Right.
then he
And then he
bamfs back to the
bamfs back.
ship.
Yeah.
Supper and I man the turret.
Yeah. Yep.
You hear strange otherworldly noises from Kinian's bunk.
Whoa there.
Someone speaking in abyssal.
But Rings is up here.
Sounds like a good screaming.
Oh my gosh.
That is not canon.
Why do you have to have good jokes when Alan's drinking?
Yeah, right. I want to congratulate you on your good joke. You spend a day moving up river, and just on the outskirts of your site, it's again late afternoon, and you can just barely make out the small town of Jalkun. This time, the smoke is rising straight up from this very small town. As you start to fly over by, you notice that there is no life here, other than maybe some of the one-hitter demons that you guys have been kind of taking out. There is no other life, and you notice that as you're flying overhead, a lot of the bodies are strewn in the tiny town, out in the streets. They looked armed with improvised weapons of sorts, rolling pins and pots and pans and stuff like that, and they look to have been in combat with each other.
Interesting.
Pot and pan guy was probably the last to die.
Like, not a decent looking fighter among any of these. But are the animals okay?
Are they? No, God, no. No, those are definitely ravaged by the demons.
What kind of animals we got?
Kind of animal corpses, you mean?
Yeah, like
Oh.
horses, beasts of burden, stuff like that.
Is there anything left alive animal-wise or no?
Are they mostly dead, or
No, they are. This is like dead.
everybody.
This is like, this town is quieter than Baldur's Gate. I mean, there is literally nothing alive here. No birds, nothing.
No bees.
No bees.
So
God damn it, the bees are dying.
Meta. Maybe tomorrow morning, Tin perhaps speak with the dead.
If she hasn't, yeah.
She's a cleric.
I can have it.
if only we got
Doesn't
here
that-
sooner. I know calm emotions.
That's
Doesn't that not
working.
work?
Speak with the dead?
Yeah.
It's not working because of the soulmonger.
Oh,
There's no
That's
soul to
right.
speak with.
Yep.
We tried that with
Yep.
Palami. so
We
that's
did?
only-
Oh,
that's
we
right.
did.
Yeah.
balls.
Yep.
She was mad about dying, didn't want to talk.
Damn it.
Yep.
That's too bad.
I keep telling
Never
Vaughn
mind.
as he's jumping off, like, I'll let you get the next one.
And then drop it.
You're like
And Manette's like, squeeze.
This guy's so gullible.
And the one time he lets him, that's when I actually hit one with the, with the turret.
Yin's
Took
just
48
like,
tries,
why the
but I
fuck
got
am I
one.
following this guy? He's such an idiot.
Are,
what's up?
is it possible to detect if, like, an illusion has been cast in the area?
Yeah, absolutely.
or-
You can do a perception check, I believe, against illusions. I believe that's how that works.
It's you to perceive. It would be in your. I think it's insight check.
I thought it was intelligence based, so yeah, it'd be insight.
Insight to tell if it's real
Insight
or
is wisdom, but yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
wisdom.
All right. Yeah.
determining whether or not you're looking at something that's real.
23.
This is
It
probably
sure
the
smells
most.
real.
This is probably one of the most real sights you all have seen. I need
Okay.
everyone to roll me a charisma saving throw, please. No
God
prof-
So
Damn
there
it, you
was,
know
like-
I'm gonna fail eventually.
So, like, I know there's not an illusion right now, but I'm not, like, sensing that there was traces of one.
You don't see any illusion
Okay.
essentially.
Because the whole
Is
people...
this a magical effect?
12.
Ooh, 20.
Just straight charisma?
Yep.
15.
I fail.
What do you what do you got?
A 7.
Okay. What do you got, Ben?
Well, let's see. It's plus 10 plus the 16 I rolled. So I did all right.
You did good.
I did
He's
good.
smiling. He's
Yeah.
like, this is great.
All right.
Looking
So,
like dinner to him.
so Manette,
Mm,
Yeah.
aged.
roll me a D10 for me, please.
No. 8.
Manette, you are suffering from extreme paranoia. You have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws and charisma checks.
Which is going to make it
I'm
harder
sorry,
the
I'm sorry.
next time.
Wisdom and charisma checks. But-
-5 passive perception.
Oh, by the way, because
All right.
I don't know if this was mentioned, but last time I had gotten, I think it was from when I was doing all that reading studying, but I got a book about all the different demon
Yeah,
lords.
it's the book that you stole, Gideon.
Which is why I know that this ooze monster is called Dweeblix, and we know that it's a demon.
I did something right?
You did.
Accidentally.
That book is
Alan
my
was nice.
that book is my property, by the way. It's 1,000 gold.
You can't read it, so
It just looks like dollars to me.
Books belong in a library.
Bond's ears are like tingling. Like,
I don't like this whole
Yeah, right.
people looking like they killed
on.
each other, because one of the demon lords does illusions and crap. That would not be good if there's 2 demon lords right around here.
Yeah.
what? We
Did
can
you?
take 'em.
But
Did
if there are
you
2 of
want
them, I can
to-
banish them both at the same time.
Did you want to go down and inspect? Inspect the what's happened?
I would like to.
Sure, I mean, I guess I could tell if it was, like, unintentional people stabbing each other, or, like, they didn't want to and were coerced into stabbing each other, potentially.
You can at least, investigate kind of what has gone on and
We can
survey
see if they
the
have any
scene.
coins in their pockets. They're not using
So
them.
Bon and Tin, Bon, you help Tin out and get her down to the small town, and
I offer my broom service.
oh, perfect.
I'm like, watch, Tin, just do it like this, and I jump off the ship.
It's Ubroom.
I could just
Um,
activate my wings, but then I wouldn't be able to use them for a couple hours.
That's
So.
kind of why I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just going to take the hit of 0 damage.
So, give me investigation check, please.
7.
10.
Whoa!
10. So,
I
What's up?
investigate at a 20.
You're down there too.
Well, yeah, I was giving
Okay.
broom service.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bon and Tin, you definitely see that they all were fighting each other. There are very few that died, like from claws and bites and stuff like that. But a lot of them died from stabbings or bludgeoned to death, stuff like that. They were all against each other. Keo, you notice something. You notice something wrong with some of the water. You notice like the big jugs that are holding fresh, quote unquote, water. You notice they feel kind of tainted, almost magically tainted. Just that's kind of the general sense you're getting from it. The water is not right.
I better take some of this to go have Kinian test it.
Oh god.
And you notice they have
Go getting
wells.
charisma save.
So they do have wells. They're not pulling water from the river. They are far enough off the river that they are not pulling directly from the river.
Well, it would be pretty easy to tamper with the well.
I'm going to take a sample from the well.
Okay.
And I'm going to take, I don't know, are there any puddles or anything?
Yeah, sure.
Take a sample from one of those two.
Okay.
I'm taking
And
pot shots at trees that are like swaying in the wind.
okay, just
Paranoid
making
that
sure
they're
There's like creatures on them or
just
something.
making sure that there's no creatures.
they're not evil trends. Right.
Making sure the squirrel armies aren't going to chew through the laces of his boots.
Nice. So you three make it up to the ship once again. And who's your lady friend, Bon? I
Yin.
wrote her down. Yin, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I've got it. Yin Farron.
Farin Meadowdew,
Yeah,
a monk.
she walks
title.
over and she says, "So, what did you find?"
It looked like all the villagers were fighting each other, and Keo grabbed some water.
And I say, check this out. And I disappear. I poof away and poof back with cups from the galley.
Okay.
And I start pouring. Oh, yeah, I just wasted 2 spell slots for that.
Keo, it's probably not a good idea to drink.
But I pour samples of different liquids that I have out of my bag.
Okay.
And I'm like, examine these carefully.
Do you have someone who's good at like alchemical things? I know Manette does some stuff.
And Kinian walking up from below the decks, just having tried the kiln and like spitting out its contents, walk past, pick up the glass and drink it.
Which glass do you pick up, though? Because I have like...
Neither.
The tainted water.
You pick it up
Oh.
and you start bringing it up to your lips and you suck it down. Give
I
me...
was going to just have like some mice.
Yeah,
You show them,
dangle
this
into them.
is what happens if you dip them in the, alcohol, and this is what happens if you dip them in,
Right.
Oh god.
and
And Bond's like, sorry guys, I gotta run to the privy.
Kinian, you
Damn.
a 2 for charisma. All right.
Oh.
Give me
you
a
wouldn't know
D10.
which one's which, though. You're drinking the puddle water.
It better not be your pee. 3.
3. Okay.
It tastes great. You want more.
It does not taste good. It is
It doesn't?
rancid, nasty water.
So it probably tastes amazing.
Because it's the opposite
it's
for
water.
him.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Yep. You love it. This is
this is
delicious. It's fantastic.
You're
That's
the
why
minerals.
it's water. I'd pick it up and drink it. Because I'm an idiot.
At this point, this is when Kinian's alcoholism has kicked him in the pants. You now experience uncontrollable tremors or ticks, which are they impose disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws that involve strength or dex.
All right.
Oh my god, that's so much worse.
Yes.
How long?
How long?
Until he tells
Yeah.
you otherwise.
Yeah.
That's why I rolled a 3. That's why you were doing division for his 8. You are 80. I'm 30. I'm going to be cured before you will be.
Do I feel like Kenyan's acting like he's been poisoned or something like that?
He looks twitchy after he drinks this.
There's some good shit.
He looks
Now, which of the samples did he drink?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he drank, I'm going to say the well water.
Well water?
Yep.
Okay.
I cast Lesser Restoration on Kenyan.
Okay. When you do, nothing happens.
Okay.
From your bead?
Probably
Yeah.
a curse.
Or no, it's an actual spell slot because my bead is Greater Restoration.
Anyways, I take my mice, I dip them in the puddle water,
Uh-huh.
and they're just annoyed, right?
You're like, I'm trying to do science
Yeah,
here.
they're annoyed.
Yeah. Then I take it and I take them and I dip them in the jug water. Do they start attacking each other?
The jug water. Yes. But I mean, it could be because they're annoyed.
See? And then I throw them off the.
Oh God.
Harsh.
Kenyan,
I
like,
shoot them out of the air.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They're moving.
I didn't know mice could
Flying demon
fly.
rats.
Loose ends.
There's more of those on the ship, I'm sure.
Oh yes.
Well, I mean, Nightmare's got to have some sort of entertainment.
That's right. So.
Hootie brings them to me.
The ship continues on, following the river further northeast this time, and a day has went by.
See, all my spells are back.
And alcohol tastes great.
Yes. Yep. And you no longer feel as if you no longer feel the way you did. You're not twitchy, so it must have been all that water you've been drinking.
It must have been. Or the fact that I'm drinking alcohol again.
I give him a sample from the still. I say I changed I tweaked the formula just a little.
Oh, it's so good.
On the horizon again this time is another town. This town, Kenyan, you know it to be called Succumber. This is the first town you ran into as you left your hometown.
I know this town well. It's Cucumber.
Yeah. Yep, they're the
Film me here, guys.
it's the second largest cucumber producer in the region.
Did you leave a memorable impression when you were here, or?
Not really.
I think I'm the mayor.
There's a few Kenyan-looking babies.
What you notice about this town though is this town is highly defended. This town is thriving. It is near the river, just like the first two, but this town looks to be surviving just fine, and you see the reason why. As you travel closer to Succumber, you see that there are orcs protecting the perimeters. They are extremely well armored. You see gray orcs with blue orcs standing next to each other. You see that they are ready for a fight. Succumber is a kind of larger town. I imagine it to have docks out to the nasty river. A lot of these docks are burned away from the caustic properties of the river now. Kenyon, you know this town to be a brewers and stonecutters town. This was actually a really fun town for you.
A brewing town? Hell yeah.
A brewing town, yes. They are very good at what they do. There are a lot of dwarves that live here, a good amount of halflings, and of course humans. But you recognize a lot of these orcs. These orcs are definitely clanspeople. As you're getting closer, you notice that there are many orcs making their way through the towns. Through the town. It looks like they're guarding the town, not just the perimeter, but acting like a watch through the town. They look to be patrolling the streets like constables and things like that.
I climb up on the prow of the ship. Take a swig of booze and shout out in Orcish. It is I, Mayor of Cucumber! And I puke a little bit off the side of the ship.
It just like slowly falls
And lands on somebody's house.
Yes. The guards seem to look up. They don't quite understand necessarily what you're saying. You see some of the guards leave the perimeter and run into the center of town and enter into this very large building that has a short clock tower.
I think you scared them, Kenyon.
I start naming off my names in Orcish, and I fall off the ship.
Okay, so it actually takes...
Like, Kenyon, Slayer of Dragons, the Curse Breaker, and I fall off the ship. It's been a while since
Demon
I drank.
Killer.
3 days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seducer of giants.
Yes.
Yes. It actually takes him longer to recite his actual his
Perceived
full length.
names.
Yeah, his full length of names. You actually reach the ground before you complete this strain of names, and you continue saying them as you're like walking up to the town. You see one of your clansmen there, and it like puts a fist in the air as a greeting and starts beating on a drum. And this has kind of brought attention to the guards. You want to enter into town?
Yeah. I'm walking like I own a place. Because
Nice.
I think
You
I do.
Yeah. You walk into town, and when you get to the city gates, your brother is actually there to greet you with a very strong grasp, handshake, and a giant hug. And he says, "Brother, it is good to see you. I am surprised you survived."
Me, and I like rip off my armor and I show him all my new scars. I single-handedly, and I like look to make sure like the party's not there type of thing, killed Slar Krathel. The Kraken is defeated.
I don't believe you, but no matter. he brings you in for a tighter hug.
And I'm like, but I've got a sweet tattoo.
It is pretty sweet. He says, "Come, we have much to discuss. As you can see, we've found a new home."
This is much better protected.
Yes. Well, and he starts like leading you towards the clock tower, and he says, the town of Succumber was under the thumb of some hobgoblins, and somebody had sneaked over after the nation had been reformed. They snuck over and convinced us to come live with them. We brought all 430 orcs to live in the town, and in return, into the town to protect the city, and in return they would provide for us. So, we got a balance. We get to fight all the time, and they feed us.
That sounds amazing.
Except for there's some nasty demons coming from the river now. It has done a dent into our numbers. And quite frequent attacks have caused many problems. Oh, do not drink the groundwater here. The brewers say it's bad.
I'm an orc. I would never drink water.
Kenyon, you really need to stay hydrated, otherwise you don't get muscles like these. And he like flex really hard at you.
Damn it.
We're like, what would happen if somebody drank the water?
Oh, I don't ask that.
Kenyon's drunk again.
Yep. And he's down in the town by himself.
We had a long rest, by the way.
Yep. Yep.
You've been gone.
Oh, yay, spell slots.
I haven't used anything.
Well, we're pretty good at killing devils and demons.
Well,
I've killed one of those before.
have you?
Yeah. It's
I suppose alone. Am I right? And he slaps you hard on the back.
yeah. Yeah. Did I? No. Well, maybe.
He says, well, if you and your lot are up for it, we would be eternally grateful if you could get rid of this nasty sludge in our river. It's causing quite the problem.
All right. Sounds
All right.
like fun.
Good.
What? Have you seen any bigger demons?
What? No, not really. Just some winged ones. A lot of oozes are coming at us. Fortunately, the dwarves are really good at magic weapons, so we've been outfitted well.
Nice.
He says, Come, you need to meet your grandniece.
What?
Yes, I am no longer the chief. Kale, the daughter of Kind, and the daughter of Sunder.
Uh-oh.
I am...
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I am now the steward. I will reign over the clan until she has come of age, and after that, she will rule the clan. She's the one who sealed the deal, as we'll put it, to bring the clans back together.
Nice.
And he brings you into the town hall with the short clock tower, and you see this little bundle of a baby. She's about a couple months old now, maybe 6 months old, and she is cute as a button. She has like interesting coloring though. She is kind of, what's that cow pattern? I don't know what that's called, but she's got blotches of blue and blotches of gray all over her skin, little tusks that pop out from her lips, and she's shaking like a rat spine with small bones in the skull as a rattle.
Reminds me of my own childhood.
Yeah.
I produced like a little hand axe and like set it in front of her.
And she grabs at it. Your niece there, Kind, she is nearby, and she's kind of sharpening weapons. She's getting her armor on and getting ready for her watch. She is taking on some of the night watch. And she comes in and gives you a great big hug. It becomes kind of a family reunion of sorts. All your nieces and nephews come in and greet you.
I show them all my scars,
And you regale them of your tales.
all my heroics, true and untrue.
When you start naming off the list of titles, your brother, he kind of like pushes on the rocker and he says, "Well, Kale here, she's already got a title of her own. She's the Rift Sealer.
Rift Sealer.
The Rift Sealer. Kale the Rift Sealer."
And I like get close to my brother and mutter like, "Does she shape the weave like you?"
That's still to be told. I would think maybe, but I'm not sure yet. We haven't seen any tales or signs, but she has sealed the rift between our two clans.
Ah, that type of rift. I was thinking about another thing.
What's that?
Demons coming into the world. I've seen one recently. I had the ability to see the unseen, and a demon was attacking me from another world.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, and I wasn't even drunk. I was drinking water.
That's good for you, Kinian.
That's terrible.
Kinian, you need to drink water. But while we're on this demon thing, it's been really nice catching up with you. But I am very serious. This river thing is a problem. Not to push you out, but how soon will you handle this problem?
First thing in the morning after, I've had an opportunity to get enough alcohol in me this evening.
Excellent.
And have you met my wife? And I pull rings up next to me.
She's not there.
No? Oh.
She's not
Just
there.
you,
I
right?
thought people were coming in.
He's got a pocket dimension that leads
This
to
has
rings
probably
all the
been no
time.
more than an hour.
Oh, okay.
We're
My bad.
presumably on the ship letting
Yeah,
you
it's circling.
reconnect with family or something.
Okay.
Yep.
A paranoid Minette is targeting one of the patrolling orcs.
Just
Because
watching
he
them.
looks a little shifty.
He's about to turn.
His skin's neither gray nor blue.
Okay. Then that didn't happen.
He says, I'll designate an area just outside of town. I'll get with our townspeople. We'll find a safe place for you to set down your ship, and first thing in the morning, you can head out. Assuming you survive, I would really appreciate it if you could use your awesome ship again to haul the Valley of Kings to Succumber.
I did notice something was missing. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Excellent.
It's my ship, after all.
That's right.
You say it like it's a problem.
Yeah.
I start thinking maybe this is a problem.
Is there anything you want to do in this town? Any of you guys? This town is very active. It's got a strong magical presence here. Very strong armor presence. The dwarves here are very skilled.
I would like to go meet with the Forge Master,
Okay.
and I start to ask him about the potential of perhaps making improvements upon my ancestor's axe. Perhaps some magical runes that could add some flavor.
Okay.
Whether it's their understanding I've heard of their weapons of returning. Perhaps what that would take for glyphs of that type, or perhaps to give it a keener edge.
Sure. You approach Anton Blastwind, who is the guild master here for the Weapons and Armorer Guild. He says, "Absolutely, we can find you. We can find you a way to do that. Let's see. If you need returning, that's going to be quite a bit of silver required for the glyph.
I pull
And a diamond."
I pull a entire set of adamantine armor out of my bottomless
Yeah.
portable hole
Uh-huh.
and drop it on the ground in front of him.
Okay, and he's, holy shit. All right. Yeah.
That's not silver.
And I'm like, any chance you could make this lighter? 2.
Maybe. How much lighter? What are you looking for?
Half plate.
Half plate. Yeah, we might be able to do something.
He starts
Wear
taking half
half
the
of it.
plates.
He starts taking the plates out. No, he says, let's deal with the weapon first. You want returning or you want a keener edge? I could probably only do one of those things within. Oh, it'd take me. Let's see. It's already magical. And it's of a pretty decent make. It would take me a 12-hour ritual with 1,000 gold piece diamond and about 2,000 gold pieces worth of silver.
I dump a bunch of gold out, effectively equivalent to that amount of silver. I'm like, does it have to be silver?
It does have to be silver. It's for the ritual.
I like.
It will be fully absorbed.
I start scooping up pieces, like.
Same with the diamond. Unfortunately, our town is starting to run dry on supplies as we keep having to outfit our protectors here.
I think I know a kobold that has a diamond.
Good. Now, you want half plate, and this is full plate. Yeah, I can definitely take this down. It'll cost you about, I don't know, 700 gold pieces to make that happen.
Done.
Why don't you just not put the half
Yeah,
on?
just put half of it on.
You just don't put the pants on, dude.
So I give him the funds.
Mhm.
I imagine I have some of the silver.
Mhm.
But I talked to my brother, who I gave a bunch of money last time.
Mm-hmm. And a
Am
horse.
am I able to secure the amount of silver?
The problem is we're missing silver. We've used a lot of the silver to outfit our clan.
Devils.
Yes. Regular weapons are not working on these demons.
I'll get back to you with the silver and diamond. I'll have to confer with my shipmates.
So wait, how much money
Excellent.
was needed?
2,000 gold pieces worth
Okay.
of silver, and a 1,000 gold piece gem.
So
It'd
that'd
be
be-
a resurrection gem, essentially. Yeah, you guys in the party fund
We got
probably
the
have
silver.
more than enough silver because you get
We have 4,500 gold.
because
We
you
need-
get a sorted change.
We need
Yeah.
actual silver.
Yeah,
Oh well, I just always round it up to gold.
yeah. That's
We'll just
you guys.
assume
We'll just
You
I
say
guys.
assume we
that.
do on the ship.
Yeah,
Well-
I assume Kinian to not have silver of that quantity, but in your party fund you should be
Yeah.
able to scrape together enough silver pieces.
I was totally doing this wrong because I have 4,500 gold. The party funds is
Way more.
$5.
37,000 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've got
She's
it.
like, I've got 4,500 gold. Everybody else, the party fund's like $5. I don't know what happens.
Giving a little bit off the top.
I know for a fact though that we kept several thousand
Yeah.
gold piece diamonds and we gave them specifically to Kyo.
Yep.
So
I had
Kyo.
900.
For rituals and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yep.
I had 9 gems that were given to me, but they were all 100 gold piece.
There's bigger ones than those.
Party fund, we have 11 1,000 gold piece
Oh,
gems.
there it is.
There we
Boom.
are.
Yep. Cool.
So I raid the ship.
Kyo's standing there. Wait a minute, mister. If you're making withdrawal.
Yes.
I
He
reach
pulls
in,
out his chest.
I reach into my own bag
Uh-huh.
and pull out a gem and drop it in Kyo's hand. A 300 gold piece
To
gem.
pay him off?
Yeah. I pay him off.
I think everybody's aware of it, though. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we all aware that these people are capable of enchanting magical stuff?
Yeah, I think so at this point. Yeah.
I let the party know that I'm getting a rune added to my axe.
Okay. I would be interested in seeing if they could increase the enchantment on my armor.
Okay. What's your
It's a +2 right now, the dragon scale armor.
to go to +3?
Yep.
Okay. You talk to the same guy, Anton Blastwind, and he says, well, sure. It's going to take a little longer. It's going to be a fair bit. Let's say, 5,000 gold pieces worth of service. Quite some time, though. Probably 24 hours worth of work. About a half a 10-day.
Okay.
I leave my axe with him.
Okay.
Will you leave it behind?
I ask him if he wants to see my forks.
Sure. You're right there, whipping that. Sure,
So-
absolutely.
I pull out a little case.
+1 forks.
No. And so I have my devil enchanted fork and my plane of fire fork
Oh,
and
that's
my rusty
right.
fork and my out of tune fork.
He starts looking at
Auto-tune.
them. Yeah. He starts looking at them. He brings it close to his eye and then pulls it far from his eye, and then he pulls out this eyepiece, like a jeweler's eyepiece, and he puts it in his eye and he's looking and he goes, "These are plane shifting.
Mm-hmm.
I like your style."
Got anything like it?
No, not that I have. But I've seen these. They are not necessarily uncommon. I deal with a fair bit of wizards and mages in my time, so these are nice.
I offer him knowledge for knowledge.
Okay.
And I sketch out my new and improved latest version of the still.
Okay.
And I say, you wouldn't be willing to trade some of your leads to me for this?
Absolutely. And he starts writing down a list of 5 names.
And I spit on my hand and we shake on.
Yep, dwarven tradition. And you shake, and he hands over this finely folded letter to you with 5 names on it.
So, upgrading half mail with a rune would take 24 hours / a half a week?
It depends. So the rune itself is an actual ritual. What Kinian got? That's a 12-hour ritual, so it has to be done in 12 hours, otherwise it doesn't work. But Minette's work is actually over time. So
Okay.
He's actually reinforcing
yes.
the armor.
Yep. And
True smithing.
Yep. So what are you looking to do?
Well, I have half plate myself.
Okay. And
No.
you want to make it like a +1 or something like that?
Yeah.
Sure.
But if I have to leave it for like a week or something, I would want to do it after we
Right.
kill these 2 demons. Like,
Yeah, I'm not leaving my armor until we
Okay.
figure things out.
Okay. So you have a quote essentially, and then is yours already magical?
no.
Mithril.
No, I just have normal half plate.
It's not mithril.
Or
It's mithril.
oh, it is.
So it's
Okay.
lighter.
Okay. He says with mithril, that's gonna be a little more expensive, seeing how I need to reinforce mithril with mithril. It's gonna take at least a 10-day just to get the materials in. The work The work is going to be about, let's see, probably 5,000 gold pieces. And that's with the extra mithril.
Sounds fair enough to me.
After we have the materials, it'll probably take about 24 hours worth of work.
Bon walks in and is like, where did you learn all this cool magic stuff?
Well, I don't actually do all of the magic.
You employ
Yeah.
others who do
I do employ others. I do a lot of the master work here to prep these different things. I do, however, do the returning type magic, as that is specific to dwarves.
Cool.
Um,
What's returning magic?
oh, that's like when you throw a weapon and it comes back to you.
Which seems very interesting to me, but I can only get one rune right now.
Yep. So, anything else you want to do in this town? No? Okay.
I'm just gonna observe the people, collect stories,
Excellent.
and write stuff.
I have a question for the guy.
Yep.
So you make returning magic item.
Yes.
Can you do anything to halt the return of a magic item? Like, say somebody was throwing a dagger at me and it had a returning property to it. Would there be any way to combat that magic?
Only if you want to sacrifice the magic around you. You would need some sort of anti-magic field. So that when the weapon enters into your area, it no longer has magical properties. But to tell you the truth, only the most skilled of warriors ever carry something like that, because they don't need magic.
Do you have a bag of anti-magic?
No. No.
Oh, okay.
I know a certain viper that has a weapon that return.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Would that be possible to craft?
Yes. It's well outside my ability, though.
Oh.
That is something that a extremely powerful mage would need to do.
Hey, extremely powerful mage. You should craft a bag of anti-magic.
No.
No, not you. This would be Laryl level stuff, like 20th level wizard type shit.
Or me with access to the obsidian flame.
Yes. Yeah.
Bonza got an idea now. He's like, anti-magic bag would be so cool. Put like cursed weapons in there. Gideon won't have to hack me up anymore.
It's having flashbacks.
Just super quick. Does he require like half down payment because he has to source the materials?
Currently, it is. Yeah, he'll charge the material cost up front, and that'll be that'd be half cost.
So he's charging half up front.
Yep,
Okay.
yep, half cost. So the following morning, you wake up. The dawn is upon you. It's brisk. There has been reports of one orc that had died over the watch, over the night. That is not necessarily uncommon, but it is highly unfortunate. You make haste, setting out. Rings and Asmodeus, or Asmodeus, stay in town along with Yin. They all stay in town to kind of bolster the forces, and make the battle less complicating.
I'm gonna leave supper. I'm gonna leave supper in town too.
Okay.
Gonna give him directions to take care of Boris and Driftwood.
Okay. Lucky has petitioned a spending request with Tin. He has requested that we get magical weapons, or magicked harpoons.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get we'll say 30, so 10 per harpoon. And that'll be... They're all +1s.
What if we get magic oil for our harpoons?
Magic oil. So that's probably going to be about... Let's call it... I'm thinking 500 per harpoon. So 15 G's, right? Is that what that is?
What?
Yeah, 30 times.
Wouldn't it
He
make
hasn't
more-
spent it, but he's requesting it. So
Wouldn't it make more sense to make the ballistas magic than the harpoons themselves?
that's a good idea.
I'm
Lucky,
saying.
this hasn't dawned on Lucky. He just wants... He wants a way to defend himself because the harpoons are useless against the...
I mean, over time.
We are not going to spend that much on expendable ammo. That's
I mean, we could purchase like 2 or 3 for right now if it makes them feel better.
Or just outfit us with some hand weapons, something magic, so that when they come upon deck, I mean, we literally will be dropping you off and then leaving.
So you're
Where-
talking like maybe +1 rapiers, +1
Hell
silver
yeah,
scimitars,
+1 rapiers.
and 2 other +1 weapons from episode or session 22 and 26 that were never specified.
Yeah, yes, definitely rapiers. if you're handing them over, yeah, that is
She's just like-
swashbuckling shit.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you
He's
go.
like,
Here you go.
this would have been great earlier.
We have a bag of +1 magic weapon.
Yeah,
So we have 5 total +1 weapons.
I
don't
think
know.
the unspecified one should be like heavy crossbows or something.
Currently, there are 7 running the ship. So
Let's just give them all 5 then.
excellent.
Plus, we've got a scimitar of speed, but that could
Holy
be used
shit.
as like a...
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's an amazing weapon.
That is
That's
an
maybe a
amazing
bargaining
weapon.
chip thing that we'll keep for now.
So you've outfitted the crew with magical weapons, and you follow the river, and
Do
as
any
you
of them not have one?
2
What?
of them.
I'll lend one T's petrified wood dagger.
nice,
Oh, we also have a flame tongue. Forgot.
I'm gonna keep that.
Yep.
nice.
I want the flame tongue.
They're all like, holy shit.
you're holding out on us.
Can that flame
You
tongue be
never
a dagger
asked.
flame tongue? And I'll take it.
This is the obsidian flame stipend. So here you go.
We're holding it for
we-
the next.
We got it off
franchise.
the guy I got the armor from.
That's why I kept the 2
with
like
the
fancy
metal
magicals.
jaw
Yeah, shackle.
shackle.
So it's probably like a.
It's a long sword.
Yeah. So you follow the river more northeast, and near where the river joins to the Unicorn's Run is a very large cavern that is at the mouth or at the convergence of these 2 points. And this cavern is pouring the black ichor into the river.
No.
The ship gets just high enough off the ground that you can jump without problem, but it needs to leave. And it drops you off right outside of this mouth of a cave. What you see in this cave is green and purples and blacks that are pouring throughout this cave. It's raining down from the ceiling, and it is coming down and kind of pooling towards the mouth of the cave, moving outward towards the river. What you see in front of you is it is super dark after a little bit into the cave, and there are purplish toadstools everywhere.
Do they remind us of the frickin' mushroom
Zupmoy?
things?
Yes, very much so.
I use Blast Wave on a good chunk of them
Okay.
just to see what happens.
You use Blast Wave, and it echoes throughout the cavern.
Great, now they know we're here.
You hear this rumbling come from deeper within, and the mushrooms, these toadstools, do not seem to do anything. They break and wither.
I kind of give them the like pointing at my 2 eyes, pointing at them, pointing at my 2 eyes again. Like,
I'm watching you.
no funny business.
I drink a potion.
Woo!
Spin the roulette.
This is how we start every battle now.
A 2 and a 7.
Oh god.
Okay, so 2 for the primary.
Yeah.
All right, and a 7. Oh no.
You need to like fix that chart, or I need to buy real potions.
This one you pull up, and it's got like this purplish goop inside of it. It's got bubbles that bubble up through it, and you swig it down. It's almost like the smell of nail polish.
This is a good one.
It tastes delicious.
Tastes like booze.
So, Kinian, as you drink this, and the bottle kind of falls to the ground, Minette, you can read it. It says, botched potion of cure disease. Kinian, you are covered in red-hot blisters that pop when you move.
Ooh.
You also start to burp uncontrollably, which has no negative effect for the popping blisters.
I am battle ready.
Can I get rid of that with a lesser or greater restoration?
You can try.
I love
You
that
don't
DM
necessarily
answer.
know, but you can try.
I'll spend a slot to do lesser restoration on him.
That's cool.
Okay. Kinian, Minette looks at the bottle and looks back up at you and kind of like squints, and then shakes his head, and he puts a hand on you. And as he does,
Very gingerly
yeah.
touch. He's gross looking right now.
okay, he like point fingers at you, and then you are cured of this ailment.
These potions are great. All right, that was enough fun.
All right. In front of you lies a path. Let's see. You are looking at about 50-ish feet into this cave. Is a 10-foot rise in the shelf, and you see this nasty black ichor pouring down it, kind of like a little waterfall. Hey, thank you so much for listening. What a fantastic episode. We cannot wait for next week's episode. We hope you stick around to find out what happens next. If you want to find out more about the show, about our characters, or things like that, go check us out on dmstable.com/RWA. DM's Table has got information on how to contact us through Twitter or Facebook or things like that. Go check it out, and we'll see you out on the internet. See ya.